श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् ॐ अखण्डानन्दसम्बोधः वन्दनाद्यस्य जायते गोविन्दं तमहं वन्दे चिदानन्दतनुं गुरुम्. So yesterday we were seeing Virupatam Sarvajanad Avajñam Sarvatra Dainyam Nijabuddhihainyam Vruddhatva Sambhavita Durdasham Tam Vicharya Kova Viratim Nayati. We are talking about this Virakti, the dispassion. Who will not gain the dispassion? Thinking what? Thinking about this Virupatam. Visa Virupatam, Virupatam, disfiguration. Disfiguration. Now, see, your skin starts shrinking and your skin start becoming elongating and all that. So the thing is, it was stout and all that, blemishless and all that, but you have lost that. And there is a correcting method which people take to. This is not in general with respect to the males, but females they do. Of course, the male also, the man also, he colors his hair and all that so that his age is not visible very clearly. But for the female, they have this. They are even ready to take poison to take care of their skin, to look younger. Poison? Yes, they take this injection called Botox. Botox is a poison. They are not worried about it. They are ready to take even poison if they look very blemishless. But the problem is, once you take Botox, see, injection itself is a painful thing. And it's a small injection they have to inject in their skin. Now, these people who are afraid of taking any injection, they'll go under knife and injection. Okay, this is not only problem. See, they are even ready to. Oh, your smile was very beautiful when you have to see her smiling when she was young. Come on, smile. Let me give an example. Like if somebody has a paralysis, okay, paralysis of hand. So you ask them to, okay, move your thumb. Okay, I'm moving. Very good. Move it again. Yeah, is that enough? Very good. So the thing is, his brain sends a signal and he thinks he's moving, but thumb is not moving. You didn't have a problem with your eyes. I didn't move my thumb because he thinks he is moving the thumb, but nothing happens. Similarly, when you ask these people who have injected themselves with Botox to smile, they'll be like, cry, be angry. The face will become a plastic face. Everything will have the same expression. Every emotion will have the same expression, like plastic. So that is also Virupatam. Your body may not disfigure, meaning there is no blemish in your skin and all. Your skin looks very young and all that, but still you are not able to emote like you used to. You cannot smile. What is the point of having a blemishless skin if you can't smile happily? So that is the thing. Virupatam, it's like that, moving your finger. You can't move. You think you are moving. What is the use of thinking you are moving? Okay, so Virupatam, Sarvajanadavajñam, and because of this, you will be disrespected by everyone. We have seen that Sarvatra Denim, and you are dependent on everyone for everything. For seeing, you are dependent. For hearing, you are dependent. For moving, because your body is not under your control. For everything, you are dependent on others. Okay, then Nijabuddhihainyam. Earlier, when you are young, you used to think very sharply. Now, I forgot. Alzheimer is a different issue. We are not even talking about Alzheimer. We are talking about the age-related forgetfulness. Oh, I forgot. Some people say 60 syndrome, 70 syndrome and all that. Okay. So there is this syndrome. It's a natural process. You start forgetting things. So all this, Vruddhatta Sambhavita Durdasham, these are all some defects because of the old age. You cannot escape it. Thinking about these, who will not get the Vairagya? Okay. Next is an important shloka. Okay. So while talking about, discussing about in the beginning, while discussing about this term, this word Purusha, Purusha means person and not male. We made it clear, right? So while explaining that, I also explained why I am taking it as male and not just a while I am taking that as person and not just a male. Because in the Vedanta, like in Aitri Upanishad, it is very clearly said, Apasarpantu garbhinyaha, then yathastanam garbhinyaha in the second chapter, he says, those who are pregnant leave. Those who are pregnant who have left come back. So that means only the pregnant woman is left sent out and she is invited again. But for the Vedanta portion, she is let to stay. Meaning the women are eligible to listen to Vedanta. Then why did they send this pregnant woman? Because they are going to talk something which is not interesting subject for a person who is pregnant. It's a painful subject, so they don't want her to listen. That we can understand in Aitri Upanishad. Now here, similarly, I will give a stationary warning. The stationary warning is this: those who are old, don't listen to this. I am not even talking about people who are old, who sadhakas, who have been living this life from very young age. I am not talking about them. I am talking about those people who are neo-Vedantins. Neo-Vedantins means just because of that old age they have entered Vedanta. Why? Because their eyesight is not proper, their ears not proper, so they cannot enjoy the sound and music and all that. So, come, let us go. While leaving, let us earn some punya. For that reason, those people who enter Vedanta, for them we are talking. Why? Because at the young age, what are you going to study? At this young age, what is Vedanta? Go, do your job. Okay, study properly. Okay. After studying, go get a good job. Then we'll think about all that. Okay. After getting job, get married, get children, get grandchildren, etc. And now, when the sense organs and your intellect is not functioning, enter Vedanta. For those people, I'm telling you. Why I am saying this stationary warning, I'll explain it later, not now. But if you are brave enough, then Vicharyako va viratim nayati. Remember that also. We are talking about these things for those people, for those old people thinking about this who will not gain dispassion. That is the key point, right? Now, why I said that, I'll explain it later. Okay. Pitta jwara rasha kshaya gulma shula श्लेष्मादि रोगोदित तीव्र दुःखम दुर्गंधिमस्वास्थ्यम अनून चिंता विचार्य को वा विरतिम नयाति. Again he is saying viचार्य को वा विरतिम नयाति, thinking about this, investigate about this, who will not gain this dispassion. Thinking about what? Pitta. See, in the beginning he starts with Pitta and ends with Shleshma. In between he is introducing you to the Kapha, the Vata. We'll come to that, each one of them. Pitta means biliousness. The heat in the body, it increases. Suddenly, without no reason or rhyme, you will have a headache. For no reason or rhyme, you will start throwing up, vomiting. This is because of the Pitta. Suddenly it increases. There is no cause for it. Old age is the cause. That's all, nothing else. Okay? Pitta. Then Jwara. There is another reason for Jwara. There is one common, it's like for me, if my Pitta increases, I get a throat infection, I get fever. That's a order for me. Now, for some people, when they have Pitta, they have Jwara like me. For some people, there is no reason like for Pitta. Similarly, there is no reason for Jwara also, because their immunity is down. So, they get fever. Next, Arsha, not Arsha, not Sh. This is Arsha. Arsha means Rishi, Arsha from Rishi. Okay. If you say Arsha instead of Arsha, then you are meaning from piles. Something which came from piles. Arsha means piles. Okay. So, piles. Why piles you are talking about? Okay, I understand fever, I understand Pitta. Suddenly, why piles? Yesterday we spoke about this. Yesterday I said the old people, they have difficulty in bowel movement. Right? They have difficulty in excretion. Now, because of that, they have this psychological problem. Oh, I didn't have it from the morning. I didn't have from the morning. I didn't excrete from the morning, and suddenly in the afternoon or evening they'll have some kind of strong urge. They'll say, "Let me do it now," and because of which they are going to push it forcefully, and that leads to piles. Okay, then the thing is, all these need not be in the same person. Even if it is in the same person, there is no issue. There is no issue means it is a possibility. That is why I'm saying. So all these need not be in the same person, and there is a possibility of everything in the same person also. But at least something or other will be there in the old age. Some of these are definitely there for any old person. So that is why. Next is Kshaya. Kshaya. This is a very interesting disease. It is not a disease which is related to old age, but it is a natural disease for old age, like TB. It is, okay, TB, Kshaya Roga, it's TB. So now tuberculosis is a possibility. Now here, Gulma. Gulma means gas stuck in your stomach, something like that. Okay. No, that is another possibility. Spleen, they call it spleen. In English, they call it spleen. And shula. Shula is colic. You have a pain in your stomach because of this gas and all. You have pain. Now, our Kshaya TB. With regards to that, I told you this was taken as developing hints, and in Bhashya Vartika, Vartikara explains this in a detailed way. Right? I told you. Now here, with respect to Shaya, with respect to TB, he says, let me show you what he says. This is one, okay? This is another. What is that? Let me explain. So he says in that naturally there'll be sound of wind instrument under drums. So it's like a wind instrument, and like that, that's a drum instrument. So you are not going to enjoy when you this is a breathing difficulty, and you are not going to enjoy. I promise you that. Now, it is not just that. Even if a person, somebody has that, you will not be able to converse with him. You will say, please stop. Let us discuss later. Even later, he is going to have the same problem. Two words. So, these difficulties are explained that he is not pulling their legs, he is not making fun of them. It is for you. We are keeping it again and again, repeating this for 40 shlokas. Why? Vicharya kova viratim nayati. Thinking about it, you should have to gain the virakti. That is the only point we are focused on, right? So, next is Shleshma. The Shleshma is kapha. Shleshma is kapha. Kapha means the cold, cough. So, now first in the beginning, he said pitta, biliousness. Last, he says a kapha, cough, cold, etc. And in between, he said gulma shula. Gulma is a gas. Okay. So all these three, vata, pitta, kapha. The idea is after a age, there is an equanimity, there is an equilibrium in the body. Somebody will have high pitta, somebody will have high vata, high kapha. Does not really matter. But all these gets completely disturbed. There will be no equilibrium. Equilibrium in the main sense, not equal equilibrium. Whatever is high in your body, that is the equilibrium. But that will be disturbed when you get older. There will be no equilibrium there. So, because of which one disease or other is invited. They are all invited because of this loss of equilibrium. Okay, that is why it says Shleshmadi, etc. With etc., there are so many other diseases which you remember, which you know. Because of this, Udita, Tivra Dukkham. Now, let me stop here, and I will come to the point which I started. Because, the Rishi said, Apasappantu Garbinyaha, Yathasthanam Garbinyaha. Get out and come in. Like that, I also gave a statutory warning in the beginning. What did I say? Those who are old and new to Vedanta, close your ears or get out. Why did I say that? Not because you are going to gain Vairagya and I don't want you to gain Vairagya. No, that's not the question. I'll tell you why I said this. For these people who are sadhus from a very young age, even if you talk about death, there will be no issue. But These people who were in the family setup and all that, for them, if I'm going to explain each one of them, I am not going to hurt them. That is not the point. That is not the point, because they are already hurt by these diseases. I'm not going to hurt them, and my intention is not that. But why did I say this? Because you have pitta. Yes, I have pitta, right? Jwara, sometimes on and off. So next is arsha. Arsha also is possible. Arsha means piles, right? I have some pain sometime. Maybe I have piles. You don't have piles. But just because I said in the Shastra it is said, and I am explaining that, you'll start feeling that you have piles. Then I went on to say Kshaya. I have difficulty in breathing. Probably I have TB also. So that is why I always say to these people, when there is an old person in your house, don't watch these TV programs where they invite a doctor and they talk to him about a disease. Don't let them watch that, because the doctor is going to explain the causes and the symptoms for that disease. And these old people who are sitting there listening to the symptoms, I think I also have that. Even if it is cancer, doesn't really matter. Even if it is AIDS, doesn't really matter. They'll say, I think I also have those symptoms. It's a problem. Okay, so that is why I said, don't listen, because you have a different mentality and you are here to listen to these things for vairagya. Instead of vairagya, you will acquire more disease. I don't want you to suffer because of some unknown, unseen, non-existing disease. Okay, now next we'll go to the atita rogodita tivra dukkham. Because of these disease, you are not going to just suffer. Dukkha, it is not just dukkha. You are not just going to suffer. It's not just a small pain. Tivra dukkham. You are going to suffer a hugely, a big suffering you are going to experience. Because each one of them, why did he say tivra dukkha? Pain, of course, any of these is going to, they are going to give you pain. Why did he say very great pain? Because, as I said, because of the old age, your immunity to diseases are absent. You are not, you don't have that immunity power to avoid disease. Not just that, your immunity to pain also reduces. The threshold for the pain also reduces. So what happens? Even a minor, small pain will be magnified, and there will be a lot of pain. A, that may be a physical pain. B, that may be a psychological pain also. So that is why he says tivra dukkha. These diseases are going to produce great pain, and psychologically also you are going to, because of your non-immunity to your pain, you are going to suffer a lot. Okay, so durgandhim. Next is durgandhim, bad odor. Why do we have bad odor? I told you yesterday. See, this fellow is dependent for everything, for everyone, and because of this old age, and he should be bathed, or even if he is going to bathe himself. Only yesterday, 2 days ago, I took bath. I don't want to. It is very cold. I don't want to. It is very hot. There will be some reason or other, like the drunkard. Even when he is happy, he'll drink. When he is sad, he'll drink. Like that, this fellow also, this old man also will say, today I don't feel like. There is no reason or rhyme. I don't feel like taking bath. Over. So because of not taking bath, you'll smell bad. Then B, you are going to sweat profusely, because if I switch on the fan, you will feel cold. Then you say, I feel very cold. Switch off the fan. If you are going to switch off the fan, you are going to sweat profusely, and because of which you are going to smell bad. And because of the medicines you take, you are going to smell bad. And not just that, I just heard this person who is taking this insulin, he says the insulin which he injected, once he removed the needle a little earlier, and there was a drop in top tip, and he just smelled it. it was very bad. So if this insulin externally is very bad, do you think your insulin inside is going to be perfume? No, everything inside smells bad. So, and more than over, you are going to take these medicines which are going to produce a bad odor. Okay, so you didn't take bath, you sweat profusely because of medicines, and because of not being able to see, if you are bedridden or something, if you are not going to go to the bathroom, and while going to the bathroom also, your withholding power is reduced. So because of which you without your willing or anything, you are going to excrete, or sometimes you are going to urinate. So because of these reasons, durgandhim, you are going to smell bad. Okay. Now aswasthyam. I'll leave that aswasthyam for later. Next is anuna chinta, and you already have enough thoughts. That is why yesterday I said vruddhastavat chinta saktah. The old people will always have some thought or other. It will be bombarding them. They'll be bombarded with thoughts. Now, with all that, if I'm going to say these are the diseases, you are going to add more chinta to your thought, more thought functions to your mind. So that is why I said, gave you a statutory warning. So, anuna chintam, there's no dearth for thinking. You are going to be thinking more this, about that. Everything will become an issue for you. Not just your physical pain and physical problems, but the not just this anuna chintam is a psychological problem. Not just that, any problem, any problem with reference to your near and dear ones, it is your problem also. Okay, that should be done. This is how they will take care of it. It is not your time now. It's their time. Let them do that. No, you want to do their job also for them, not for yourself. So that is one thing. Then aswasthyam, that one word which I left. Why did I leave that word? Aswasthyam. Aswasthyam means swasthya means general word, meaning swasthya means well-being, good health. Aswasthya means bad health. Why do you have to say bad health here? Because you have already said pitta, jwara. Is it not are they because of good health? Definitely no. Then why he has to say aswasthyam here? To reiterate? No, that's a stupid idea. So if he says aswasthyam means not a good health wherever, then that is not a proper translation. Because he is already not good health. What does aswasthyam mean? Swasthya means swasmin stitata swasthata. Swasthata. Swasminsta, being established in oneself. Being established in oneself means not the one like the realized one. Here, being independent is swasthata. Being independent. Aswasthya means you are going to be dependent for everything. That is aswasthya here. Aswasthya is not a endowed with disease or not well-being, etc., not a good health, etc. Aswasthya here is you become dependent. You are no more independent. Okay. Now, next is yamaloko, yamalokodita, yamavalokодita bhiti kampa marma vyatha uchvasakatisha vedanam prana prayane paridrushyamanam vicharyako va viratim nayati. Inquiring into this, who will not get this vyakti? Inquire into what? See, now this fellow who has all these diseases, all these complications, now this fellow is in the deathbed. In the deathbed, Yama Avaloka, this is a very later stage. Yama does not come to everyone. He does not have time for everyone. So what he does is, there is a gradation. First he sends his near and dear ones. His near and dear ones. Not near and dear ones who are alive. The dead people, they'll come in line. They'll be there inviting you. Come, let's go. Come, let's go. Are you going to be happy seeing your dead ones? Bhagavan Bhashyakara very clearly says, Bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. If the husband dies and the dead body is there, and if she is left alone, she is afraid of that dead body. if she is afraid of that dead body, is she going to be happy if she sees her dead husband? He is ghost now. Can you imagine? He's ghost. So he is going to be afraid. Whoever, whether it's your aunt, uncle, whoever is going to come there, you are going to be afraid. You are safe. And you can see this. I was sitting very close to a dead person, so I know all that. If you stay close to a dead person, you can realize all this as true. So he'll be like, he could not even, he cannot even express, but he'll say, go away, go away. And he'll start pointing to people. What are you showing? He is pointing to those people inviting him. That is the first stage of invitation. If he is not ready to give that association, because the association with body sense organ complex is very difficult to give up. And that is why even after the death, for the next 13 days, they light a lamp. In the dead people's home, you should have to keep a lamp for the next 13 days. A. B. They offer food to him. The food will not have any salt or spice. Nothing. It's a bland food. Why? This fellow is used to very tasty food. And if he comes and eats this food, oh, these people are not respecting me anymore. I am not going to stay here. He'll leave. So to send him off, they purposefully prepare saltless food, etc. Okay. Now, that person, if he's going to come and stay there, are you going to be happy? No. Now, next stage, Yama will send this Kinkaras. Kinkaras means his assistants. They'll also look like Yama. Yama Dutas, the messengers of Lord Yama, will also look like Yama. Very dangerous. Are you going to be happy looking at those ugly people? No. Udita Bhiti. Because of which you are going to gain fear. Bhiti, bhi bhaya. You are going to gain fear. And fear, are you going to dance with fear? No. You are going to shiver with fear. You are going to shiver with fear. And earlier, it was shiver because of fever. Now, it is shiver because of a fear. Okay, that's the difference. Now, he says, Marma Pyatha. Next is Marma Pyatha. Marma Pyatha. Marmasthana. Marmasthana is the secret parts. Normally, it's not secret parts, it's secret part. The genitals is called as Marmasthana. Marma Vyatha means the secret pain. Secret pain where? In the secret part. We don't see that kind of pain here. So Marma Vyatha is not the pain in the secret part. It's not the pain in the genitals. Then what? Marma is here the vital sense organs, the vital organs. See what happens. This is the next stage. Yama or his assistant come. They are going to take you away. At that point of time, like when you switch off the when you are going to vacate the room, you start switching off each light, right? So each light and fan, whatever it does. So like that, your internal organs, the vital organs, like your stomach, like your kidney, like your heart, like your lungs, they are all going to switch off slowly. Tatak, tatak, tatak. Each switching off is not going to be a happy thing. It's a painful thing. You can see this in movies you would have seen. Like there is this dead this person who is shot or stabbed or something. He's lying down like that. And somebody is holding on to his hand. This typical American movies type stuff. He's going to hold on. I'm not going anywhere. What are you not? Are you going to go with him? No. Let us suppose if whoever you are holding on to, if that fellow is also going to die, because this fellow who is dying, he'll take him away. He'll give up his hand and he'll close the door and say, wait outside for 10 minutes. Okay, let us wait for half an hour. Let's make sure he's dead. We are not going to be close to him. So when that person is holding on to the another person and he starts saying, this is a common thing in the movie, I feel very cold. That's the first expression. Then I see darkness. I see nothing. It's only darkness. That is the pain. Your sense organs, you feel cold means your body is switching off. When it starts switching off, when your body functions, the internal organs functions, they produce heat, right? So Any machinery, when it runs, it's going to produce it. When it is switched off, it's going to cool down. So your body is going cooling down. That is the marma betha. That is the pain in the vital organ. Okay, so because it is not not functioning itself is a great pain. Now then he says uchvasa gatischa. Uchvasa uttu means urdhva, shwasa means prana, urdhva prana. I am translating it in this way purposefully. Uchvasa means urdhva prana. Remember this. A sadhaka, yes, good sadhaka, naturally sannyasi we call it. Okay, it's good sadhaka naturally has his prana going upwards. And that is why if a sadhaka, not a siddha, we are not talking about liberated one, a sadhaka, if a seeker, eligible seeker, proper seeker, if he dies, his prana will leave through the Brahmarandra, the top of his head, the crown of his head. Okay, so or through the other orifices, through his eyes, through his ears, through his nose, mouth, etc. He'll be gone. Open eyes, gone. So somewhere the about the body, the Gita and other Upanishads, they say Navadware Pure Dehi. Gita says so. So the body which has 9 orifices, 9 holes, 9 gates. Let us suppose this room has 9 gates, and this room is under fire, and I have to run away from this room. What will I do? I'll try to open some gate and I'll go away through that. Whichever door is easily openable. Now, I will not say, oh, that is the main door through which I came. I should have to go only through that door. I will not wait for that. I'll just break away some door or other and I'll run away. Similarly, whichever door, whether it's higher door or the lower doors, even through your urination or through your excretion, you will leave. That orifice also, or through your navel. That's a possibility. And that is why when you clean after the dead, after you clean the dead person, afterwards you can see him having urinated or having excreted, because his prana left. This can be because of his bad karma or because of his prarabdha, whichever. Does not really matter. Okay, so prana prayane paridrishyamanam. During the time of death, prana prayane, uchvasa we are talking about. Uchvasa is the prana leaving through the higher places. No, it's not urdhva shwasa, urdhva prana. Utshwasa means prana leaving the body. Ut means urdhva, yes. Shwasa means prana, yes. But we should not interpret it in that way, because this word has a definitive meaning. A pot is not a jar. A jar is not a pot. We can say whenever there is a usage of ghata in Sanskrit, they translate it as jar or pot. Pot is not a jar. Jar is not a pot. Right? So similarly here, this uchvasa has a special meaning, different meaning. What does that mean? The prana leaves the body. Prana leaves the body, not away, higher. Prana leaves the body. Vedana, because of which you are going to suffer. Leaving, because you are not ready to give up the association with the bodies in certain contexts. So you are going to suffer. Prana prayane. This prana prayane paridishyamanam vedana. This pain which you experience during the time of death. Prana prayane. Prana, vital sense, the vital air. Prayane means leaving. When the prana leaves the body, the vedana, the experience, the pain which you see, paridrishyamanam, paritaha drishyamanam, it is seen everywhere. The seen everywhere. Do you see the prana leaving the body? No. Then how does he say paridrishyamanam? Paridrishyamanam means you don't have to see it physically, but you experience. After some time, he is no more, you say. How do you declare he is no more? Because you don't see the movement of prana. You experience that. You don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see the prana leaving, but you experience his prana leaving, because there is no more breath there. So, paridrishyamanam, drishya here can be interpreted as both seeing and also experiencing. But now we will understand it as experiencing. Okay. So, thinking about this, which are investigating about this, inquiring about this, who will not gain the virakti? Okay. Now, from the birth till the death, everything is over. Now, can we leave this fellow peaceful? No. Even after death, there is going to be pain, we are going to show those things for what vicharya kova viratim nayati, inquiring into this, who will not gain dispassion. So we want to give him dispassion by hook or crook or by threatening him. So next thing, after death, whatever happens, we will see that. See. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.